So not too long ago, the Call of the Wild developers came out with the 22-250 bolt action rifle, and we were all super excited to use it. But here's the thing, I started using it and I was shooting it the same way that I would with any other rifle in the game. The zero wing was 160, 320, or 80 yards. And so anything between, let's just say like 150 to 250, we would hold it right on. Anything over 250, we would hold high. But the thing is, let's just say a coyote was 290 yards. I would hold right for the top of the lung, and I literally shot high, and it didn't make any sense. I couldn't figure it out. So then I would zero in for 320 and say it was 290 yards, and I would hold it right for the heart, squeeze the trigger, and it would still shoot high. Well, today, let's just say I figured out how to never miss again. So the 22-250 actually shoots quite a bit higher than what you would typically think. Normally you'd want to hold it right on, and what would happen is even at 200 yards, you're still going to hit him right in the spine. The reality of the situation is you want to hold right for the heart every single time, because otherwise you're going to end up getting spine. And unfortunately, I had to find that out the hard way. Now, here's the confusing part. So if you're at the rifle range and you hold dead on for 160, you would think that it's going to shoot dead on, and it kind of does, as you'll soon see right here. Okay, now this is the confusing part. And what's happening is we actually got a little bit of drop. So it seems that it would drop, but then you go out in the field and you take the same shot at 200 yards. What's going to happen is you're actually going to shoot over the top of the vitals of that animal. I've done it several times. The reality is we can take up to an almost 300 yard shot and hardly have any drop with this rifle. And I'll show you. We were actually aiming way below the heart. We were holding for right here. And essentially it would have been below the heart. But we compensated for a good 2 inches of raise. Let's be more specific. From this angle right here, we were trying to hit here, but it was walking, so we hit here. And we did get a good 3 inches of raise from that shot. 3 inches at 200 yards. That's a pretty big difference. All right, here we go. There goes the coyote out there at 100 yards out. We're gonna see if we can't hold a little bit low and hold it just right for this coyote. Although he's angled a little too much away from us, directly straight on. So if you turn just a tad bit, he's not gonna do it, is he? Well, it doesn't matter because we're still gonna smoke him. What a nice shot. So we essentially held for a little bit below the center, squeezed the trigger, did get a little bit of elevation to the shot, and it took him down perfectly. He's laying right here. Let's pick him up. It's gonna be a spine lung shot. You see what I'm talking about? 100 yards out, and we did hit a good bit high, but luckily we still caught spine and lung on that shot. Well, I was hoping to find a coyote, but honestly, this is gonna work just as good because we have a huge pronghorn antelope out here at 285, probably 290 yards. But in this case here, the 22-250 is gonna shoot dead on at this distance. And now, just like that, he stops. Just like that. Wait. Come on. Keep feeding. There we go. He's finally stepping out. 280 yards. There we go. We held it right on the heart and we smoked him. Literally 280 yards. And we held it right on the top of the heart. Any other rifle in the game is gonna shoot high and hit him right in the spine. But this 22-250 shoots so flat that it literally is dead on at out to 300 yards. It took me a long time to figure that out. I've shot so many coyotes with this thing, and I honestly stopped using it just because of the fact that I kept hitting spine. And I don't know why it took so long for me to figure out the fact that it just shoots that accurate. You know? Out to 295, maybe even 310 yards. But as you can see right there, this thing shoots so flat, it's not even funny. All right, let's see if we can't figure out where this giant pronghorn antelope went. He's already down to 25% health, so I'm honestly thinking that we potentially even got a double lung because he didn't go hardly 100 yards. And he's already piled up right here. Look at this. Let's find out. It was a double lung shot. Going straight for the heart at 280 yards. That's unbelievable. An 87.74. That was perfect. That's literally exactly where we aimed. And it was 280 yards. This thing is more accurate than the 308. Now, if only we could actually find some coyotes far enough away where we can get a decent opportunity for some shots. That would be awesome. Right there, right there, right there. There's our male. 125 yards out. And there's a whole pack of them. We gotta hold low. Right there, as a matter of fact. Should have been perfect. Well, that definitely was. I don't know if we didn't lead it enough or what happened, or maybe we let it too much. Again, I'd rather not have to take trotting or running shots, but sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do. We for surely hit it. I guess the good thing is it's not gonna go down from that one shot. Unless we hit it good, but just didn't drop it. Here's this one, a running intestine lung liver shot. So we hit this one super far back. The other one, I think we might have let it a little bit too much. Had to have, right? Come on, please slow down. Sometime today. Can't really back up anymore either because there's brush behind us. That's about all we can get. Though he's not completely stopped, he's definitely slowed down quite a bit. And we're looking at about 250. But again, the range doesn't matter until we're at 350. At that point, we can just zero for 300. But we can shoot all the way to 300 yards with 160. And watch what I'm talking about. Held it right on the front shoulder and drilled him. Did you see that? And I'm kind of wondering how it even went down to begin with only a flesh hit. But here it is. And did we hit it in the front shoulder? Oh, right in that pocket. 46.87. It was only a 5, but that shot was almost money. The reality is we just let him a little bit too much. That's all it was. Because if we were further back an inch, that thing would be laying right there. Right there. It went a good 15 yards-ish. That shot was an incredible double lung at 260 yards. Absolutely perfect. We were holding it right on the front shoulder. We didn't get any raise or any drop at all. It literally hit dead on right where we held the crosshair, right dead center in the middle of that shoulder. Just push back 3 or 4 inches. And at 260, if you're shooting the AR 308, the 300 Magnum, or even the 300 AR, you're going to get a good 4 to 5 inches of drop. But this is unbelievable. I really would like to take a shot at a coyote somewhere around 300 yards. Because I honestly would tell you, and I would feel confident that we could stay zeroed in for 160 and hold just a little bit upper lung. Not a lot. You know what I mean? Just maybe 2 inches center of lung. And I would say, if anything, we're not going to have more than 2 inches of drop. Which is kind of incredible. if you think about it. All right, we found the coyotes. Holy, did we find the coyotes? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Maybe even 5. I thought there was another one further back. But in this case, we want them to get out there a pretty good ways. Yeah, and we also need to be able to get to a spot where we can see them, because they could easily blend into the scrub brush. And if that's the case, we would probably lose them. All right, there's a female. There's the other female. And there should be one more female here somewhere. But in this case, we're gonna hold it right on the heart. Oh, they're turning around on us. Smoked her. Okay, so let's see if she goes that way. Yep, there they go. They're going to the right. They're going to the right. There's the other female. Hold it. Hold it. There's a male. There's a male. I don't know if we're gonna get a shot through here, but maybe. Oh, nice male. Nice male. Out in the front. Out in the front. There's the big 6. Wait, how did he just get nervous? No way, no way, no way. Oh my god, we smoked him. Held it right on his front shoulder. Realistically, that shot we should have had to held high, but we didn't. We literally just held it right on the front shoulder, and it was perfect. There goes a female. This is going to be about 225. Oh, I think we shot high. I honestly think we shot high. Let's see how far she is now. That should be 300. 280. If we could get there in time, we might be able to get a shot. Yep, that's going to be a shot right there. 280 yards. Not exactly ideal on the trot, but we got her. It wasn't perfect by any means at all. We got her again, and I think we probably shot high once more. Ooh. We are getting down to 50% health here. And down to 25. There's another one. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. 320 yards. Come on. Bed back down. Bed back down. Oh, come on. That would have been an epic situation right there. But I think we could still pull this off. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Oh! Now, at 300, we did have to hold a little bit high, and we didn't hold high enough, but it was actually probably better that we didn't hit it, because it should slow up. That's not a coyote. Holy. We also happen to have a pretty sweet little setup right here. Don't worry, we'll go over there, we'll get our 6, we'll get our 4 and the other 2 females and everything else that we shot at in a little bit. But for now, I'm thinking we might be able to cut this thing off if he runs through this opening here. Right there is what I'm thinking he should go through. Let's see, where was he? All right, we got legitly 2 sets of coyote tracks here. And I don't see any blood just yet, but there's gotta be some here somewhere. Then the other female ran over here too, but we didn't get her. All right, so there we have it, 285 yards. And we got majorly robbed on that shot. We hit it perfectly, but somehow it glitched out on the back hind quarter there, or the hip bone. And it stopped it from not only getting lung, but that would have been a heart shot. Absolutely dead on accurate right there. It was perfect. So then we shot it again in the intestine at 320. And that one did have a little bit more drop, but it's also running away from us. So you got to expect that we need to hold a lead and a little more elevation on that. Shot it right here. Would have had to have gone this way. Yep, there it is. We found him. All right, let's see how we did on this coyote here. It was a walking double lung shot at 227. And yeah, I kind of figured we might have been a little bit high on that. That's because we didn't hold low. But luckily in this case here, it's still connected. All right, here we go. Now we're talking. We're looking at about 290 yards out and there's a whole pack of coyotes. I can't even see what that one is out there. There's one, it looks like it's another female actually. For sure, one good 6 right there. And we got to double check the distance. That's closer to 300. I want to be under that 300 yard mark for sure. Even though I'm pretty sure it probably would shoot 300 flat. Once he gets to here, that's going to be 290. And then when he turns broadside, things are going to be a little bit different. Of course, now he's not giving us a broadside shot. There's the female. Okay, there he is right there. We're looking at 285. We literally held it right on the heart. All right, we found him. Let's find out. And oh, you got to be kidding me. We got robbed, for one. For two, we were just a tad bit low. But the reality is that shot is going to get double lung shoulder and that coyote is going to do a freaking backflip from that shot. Right there. How far was that shot? 275 yards. And it only dropped 1 inch. Because we were holding for right there. I don't think it dropped at all, to be honest. What a perfect shot on that coyote. We didn't get it. All right, so that shot there, we held a little bit upper lung and it was perfect. Well, let's take a look at this one. 290 yards, 299 yards. And we were holding just mid lung. We only dropped 3 inches. So if we were holding here on that one coyote, that means we hit right here. I bet we dropped 1 inch below the heart. But pretty impressive though, 299 yards. It only drops 3 inches. All right, so this time we found another nice coyote and he's out there at 300 yards. So we know at 290 yards, we can hold for center lung. The only problem is last time we held for the heart. Now at 290, we are gonna have a slight bit of drop. It's not gonna shoot absolutely dead on to 300, but it will shoot dead on to about 270 yards. 280, you got a good 1.5 inches of drop, which you aren't gonna notice if you hold for center lung, out to roughly 300. And we're about to find that out right now. All we gotta do is get him to turn broadside and give us a nice opportunity for the shot. Right there would be perfect, except he's quartered too much away from us and we don't want to risk not getting enough penetration to go through and get a vital hit. So we're gonna have to opt out of taking that shot. But not that one. Not that one right there. What did we do? How is that not a perfect shot? You know what's funny is every single time I'm trying to show you how good this 22-250 is, we can't ever get a good opportunity for a shot. For some reason, they're always trotting around. I can't find any bedded coyotes anywhere. And though we could have possibly called in that coyote with the collar, and then maybe it would have worked, but it just isn't working out. Okay, anyways. So, for instance, that shot there was a 350 yard shot and we held right on front shoulder, which absolutely just smoked that female coyote. That's what I gotta figure out, is the exact distance that we start to get a tiny bit of drop with this. Because right there's 280. And that was perfect. 280 yards. We held it right on the top of the lung and smoked that fox. There's another one out there actually. What's the pressure like? Ooh, I don't really know if we need to take that shot. I don't know if it's a good idea because then we'll lose a lot of these good zones here. I wouldn't be too disappointed if we saw that the bullet was wedged in the shoulder blade going straight for the heart. I'd be more disappointed in the penetration ability of the 22-250 if that was the case, and I think that's probably what's going to end up happening. See, because right now we're at still 75% health. They go a long ways if you don't get a vital hit and the 22-250. But eventually they do go down. Now we're going to find out what the magic of the 22-250 did on this coyote. Oh! I knew it! We were too far forward on that shot. Oh, did the wind push it? I don't think we were that far forward. You see what I mean though? We would have hit right there and that would have been a perfect hard shot at 260. But the reality is we should have had at least 3 or 4 inches of drop, but we didn't have any. That thing shot dead on. He was a huge one too, 53.22. Big old level 7, 52 pounder. I would have thought it would have dropped. Well, it didn't necessarily drop, but it didn't really go anywhere either. That was a 300 yard perfect lung shot. And all we did was held for the top of the lung. Right there. So we did drop. Well, at 300, you can expect you're going to drop a good probably 8 inches to a foot at that point. But 290, I'd say we probably would have got a little bit less. If we were shooting 290, we would have been like right here. Nonetheless, absolutely smoked that thing. Now let's go over here and grab this coyote to see how we did. That was a 400 yard shot. We zeroed dead on for 320. And it absolutely smoked her. That is crazy. Holy. I did not expect for that to happen. I mean, any rifle that you're 0 for 300, at 400 you literally got a hold above the spine for 320. And we held right on the center of the lung. And we got maybe 4 inches of drop. That's it. 320 to 400. And we only got maybe 4 inches of drop. Which turned out to be absolutely perfect. Alright, so we couldn't find another coyote, but we definitely just found a real nice fox out here. And this one is 280 yards out. He's right there in that brush. What we gotta do now is wait for him to feed out to that opening. And when he does, it will give us a nice opportunity for a shot. I mean, he's broadside right there, but I can't really see much of him aside from his tail. Then there's another one there, and that's a female. All I can see is her tail as well. So either one of those are not providing us with a shot just yet. You know what I just realized? If we're in a tripod stand or any kind of these stands that's like a tower stand or a gun stand or whatever, we shouldn't have any sway to our rifle. It should just automatically hold dead steady. Like, this is a little bit ridiculous right now. I'm not touching anything and look at the sway. Holy. Anyways, there we go. He's stepping out. I rest my case. That's it. We just absolutely heart shot that fox at 300 yards. And all we did was held for the top of the lung. All right, let's find out how we did. I think he's got a chance at being a gold as well. Well, he's gonna be a gold. 10.20. And that was a double lung heart shot. Absolutely perfect. There you go. The 22-250 is lethal at out to 300 yards. 292.7. That's close enough to 300 if you ask me. And we're holding it for right about there. Yeah, right there. Got a good 4.5 to 5 inches of drop, which is nothing for 300 yards. All right, here we go. We got a coyote out here at 285, I'd say. And he should be walking through right around there. But in this case, we should be able to hold it right on the front shoulder. We are going to crouch down. Got some more coyotes coming across, but here we go. It's a male. 280 yards on the walk. And that shot was money. We actually hit him a little further back because he was walking and we didn't have the most perfect lead on him, but height-wise was perfect. There's another female there. Although from this angle, we don't really have much to work with. But we do have just enough. No way. That shot right there was a 300-yard shot, and we were holding it right on the spine and shoulder blade for 160. There's no way we should have hit that thing. And there's also a huge whitetail, but I don't have anything to take him down with, I don't think. Well, we could use the 22-250. The same exact distance, huh? 318 yards. The only thing is, this doe is blocking the vitals on that buck. So we gotta wait just a little bit for him to either step out or for something to happen. Another max weight buck. Oh, she's moving forward. Here we go. She's moving forward. Just a couple more steps and we will indeed have a shot. Okay, here we go. Held for upper lung, and that should have been. Hold up. Perfect. I was going to say, it's taken a while for the percentage to drop, but it's for surely dropping. And he's going to be going down right over there. So there we go. 3 pretty incredible shots with a 22-250 bolt action rifle. Well, according to the hunting pressure here, it looks like we did take down quite a few animals all within one small spot. We did take down the one coyote, which should be laying right up here. And that is where it was standing. Nice vital hit. And it's laying right there. So this is the first male that we got. Let's see how we did. Took him on the walk at 270 yards. Absolutely perfect. So 270, you don't get any drop at all. It shoots super flat. Then, of course, our big whitetail was over here, which we'll have to track him down in a little bit because he's going to go a good ways. Although, is that him piled up right there? What? How did he go down already? No way. Okay. Well, I guess our buck already went down. Anyways, it's going to be a 322-yard shot. And we hardly got any drop at all. Wow. Maybe 4 inches? So our coyote ran through here. And I'm not exactly sure where. Oh, back here. Was it right down the road? Huh. We ran right into it. Like literally right into it. It was a 329-yard liver stomach shot going right for the back of the heart. Absolutely precise shot. Now I'll tell you exactly where we aimed on this one. We aimed right here. And we got about 6 to 8 inches of drop. but 320. Typically, you would zero in for 320, right? And what would happen is you would shoot it right here and drill him right in the spine and be like, why the heck did we not make a good shot? How did we hit him in the spine if he was 300 yards and we're 0 for 300 and we're holding for the lung? Like, that doesn't make any sense, but now we know why and how to not make that happen. But that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful, and we'll see you next time.